Battle lines are being drawn on Amontep 2, a world torn by conflict between the Necrons and the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Lords of Mars have sent out strike forces to locate a strange stone and unwittingly awoken the long-slumbering Necrons who lay dormant on the planet. Forgebane is a 2018 box set that explores the conflict between the Martian machine cult and an ancient evil. Inspired by this narrative, we thought to try replicate the combat in the Traxxas sector in Fantasy Flight Games' Warhammer 40k Conquest card game. Using as many Adeptus Mechanicus cards as we can in a Space Marines deck, we see Captain Cato Sicarius face off against Nahumekh. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Conquestadore, where some South Africans are still playing Warhammer 40k Conquest. And today we are joined by the Geeks of All Trades. Geek of All Trades podcast? I'm Tristan.
Geek of Trades. And I'm Doe. That's kind of popped up there.
Geek of All Trades, singular?
Yes.
All right, what are you guys about?
Pretty much everything geeky across all different trades. So everything from 40k to D&D to Magic to you name it, we've probably, between Greg and myself, done it at some point.
That's wonderful. So it's yourself and Greg who run this. You're obviously a South African podcast?
Yes.
Servicing the South African industry, as it were.
Yeah.
Bravo. Thank you so much for joining us. We managed to get a hold of them, Warren and I, and just said, hey, you like Warhammer 40k? We're playing some card games.
Yeah.
And you were very gracious.
Yeah, it's both in our wheelhouse of, I like Fantasy Flight card games in particular, and 40k, it's too many years. I think it's 10 years now. It's my 21st birthday present. So,
yeah. All right, well, let's kick into some commentary on this game that we played together. So in turn one, stuff is going down. Before we jump into what you play immediately as initiative, I'm playing Nahumekh. You are?
I am playing Cato Sicarius.
Fantastic. What's your first play going on there?
Well, there's a Sicarius is chosen, which I clearly haven't read properly before playing. So it does something. Oh.
So as the signature, this is the dude that, he moves someone?
Yes, and then does a damage to them.
Mm-hmm. So obviously there's no one to move there.
Yeah, it was no one, so I'm like, I'll keep that in mind for future.
Which you do very well in the future.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. In response, I just stick out a rogue trader at Planet 5. The Necrons are trying to get some resources.
Oh, that darn traitor to the Imperium. Revoking his rogue trader license just straight away.
Although he might just be a slave. This is the interesting thing. This is the first time I've ever played this Necron Warlord, and I'm excited to try out his play, which is like he enslaves. This is where you really use the enslavement dial.
Yeah.
Destroyer Cultists come out. I assume you passed.
Yes.
After putting down that one card.
It was one of those things of, since we were trying to make it a bit mechanical, all my hand was very, very expensive.
Oh, yes, of course. The Destroyer Cultist has an interesting effect. It says that this unit gets +1 attack for each non-Necron faction among units that I control.
Mm-hmm. And that's across all planets as well, which makes it actually very strong.
I remember us talking about that in the game. So I'm excited. That was my goal, is just to try play as many non-Necrons as possible.
Well, you definitely pull that off. I think that almost all the races are just orcs not there.
That's true. I don't think I put any orcs in this deck. Maybe I should. Although they do suggest, so we commit to opposite planets on the spectrum. They do say when you build this Necron deck that you don't want too many.
Yeah, you don't want to be switching that dial too often.
Yeah. There's only one. Is there one card? There's two cards in the Nahumekh sort of package that allow you to change that enslavement dial.
Okay.
Outside of where you normally do, which is at the beginning of the HQ phase. That's the only time you're meant to do it. Right, so command struggle happens, battle at Planet 1 happens. It happens to be Ferrin, which lets you route a target non-Warlord unit, and I do that to your Sicarius is chosen.
We're chosen.
He was not chosen. Well, he was chosen.
He was to leave.
Yeah. Get out. Cool. Yeah. Then no battle at any of the other planets until the last one. Mm-hmm. And now it's a rogue trader versus a space marine.
Imperial justice.
In one swipe, he's gone.
Yeah. But it was also nice just there because triggered Cato's thing there, just picking up a resource, which I was very heavily needing.
And then you triggered Osis 4's thing, which is take a resource from your opponent.
It's not the last time that's going to happen.
Wait and see, viewers. Wait and see. Cool. And that's the first round of combat, turn 1, at its completion.
Mm-hmm. Pretty easy planet for you in the first place there.
Which is abnormal. If anyone has been watching any of these previous videos, this is something I fail to do a lot in this game, is get planets.
All right, Karnath comes out as the next planet, the new planet 5. Mm-hmm. Which this is the one that says it lets you trigger the battle ability of another planet.
Yeah, which was actually really useful because there's a lot of like play to do there and a lot of tricky things you can do with it.
We look forward to see whether anyone does that in this game. I can't remember, actually.
I am pretty sure I targeted it a few times now.
All right, so initiative changes to the Necrons. Mm-hmm. Starting small, a time-worn stasis crypt. I believe this is just to make Necron units cheaper.
Yeah, the standard little faction-specific one of it.
We have him down. In retaliation. Oh, wow.
It's an early Talisarian Tempest Blade. Lovely, just because of giving the Armorbane, which proved to be very useful on like Cato throughout this like whole battle.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if I could have used shields. Just imagine.
No, I don't want to.
The Talaran Raiders, they're quite schnaz. I think they have a very similar effect. I don't have the card in front of me now, but they are buffed by other units, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say
other IG or
not other non-IG. I don't know. Actually, someone must just remember what that is, not me.
There's finally my first big, get the vehicle out, praise the Omnisire. Something like that, right?
It's always scary to me. Every time a Dreadnought comes out, I'm like, how do I deal with this? And maybe that's...
Well, you did pretty well, considering you put a ton of damage on this first little battle here, so...
Let's see how that unfolds. All right, so in retaliation to your attachment, I've got a Royal Phylactery.
One of the most annoying cards you could possibly put on that Warlord.
And this is the first time, I think I said this in our game, it's the first time I've ever attached it. Normally, it's just a 2 shield for me, and I'm gone.
No, well, you got so much value out of it, especially since it's so early as well. There, finally, another follower of the Omnisire. The Tech Priest comes out.
I'm always glad. I mean, you have 50 cards, and I'm always worried that we're never going to get the narrative flair that we want.
Yes.
And this worked out so well.
It did, yeah.
So excellent. There we go. Time to commit the Warlords. Mm-hmm. Necrons seem very certain. And you're thinking.
A good umming and ahhing.
I edit most of the major think tank moments of this game out. So it is much longer than you see in these videos, but bear that in mind. I can't see what those numbers are.
I think I went completely.
Wow!
I was like,
again.
Let's just take this one that activates other ones, right? Yeah.
Clever. So the Sicarius Chosen goes with you. A stickler might say they have to come exhausted, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In this scenario. So command struggles happen.
Lovely Tech Marine doing the business there of putting out more command there because one of our opponents had on it gets one.
Indeed. Ooh, a little bit of ambush with a standard bearer, which is a card that comes in the Necron expansion box. Yeah, very nice. So just a little bit of IG enslavement.
Yeah.
And out they go.
Hey guys, we've got your flag. You must follow us, right? Yeah. This way.
This is the first time I've seen that card in that light now. Hey guys, we have your flag.
Yeah, you need to follow us now.
All right, there's still some actions going here in this action window. All right, Mechanical Enhancement, one of my favorite Necron cards. Each Necron unit you control at a target planet gets +2 HP until the end of the phase. Just trying to make them more hardy, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's just a Dreadnought with 8 attack on the other end.
Indeed.
Although with 6 health, thanks to your Warlord's ability there.
Oh, valid.
There,
Thank you, yes. Did we go over that reaction? I don't think I mentioned this. So Nahumek's reaction, after the combat phase begins, a target army unit at this planet gets -X HP until the end of the phase. X is the number of non-Necron factions. Even so, you just no.
I had I think 3 Indomitables, something, 2 Indomitables in my opening hand. So it's just I guess he's just just keep going.
I recall you saying in this game, I think you will find he's quite indomitable.
Yeah.
So that was the Destroyer Cultist trying to swing for a hefty punch, and Dreadnought just said no. Now he swings back at the Warlord, who's looking dastardly.
Yeah. Oh, he just tanked it through the shield.
Yeah. Very close to death.
Yeah. But then you got a fair tick of revenge in this in here. Although I think again it's another one of I think it's been your Warlord attacks that I'm no. I think you'll find he's very, very inevitable.
So you let me think at first. All right, so he's starting to take damage. The no more shields. All is well. All right, here we go. I'm going to swing in with this Warlord. Start knocking down this Dreadnought. Ooh, you let it through this time.
Yeah, I think I had to like plan it, being like, oh, do I risk sitting here for another round or not? Can I? Do I have enough shields? No.
So we reset. It would make no sense for the Necrons to stay, because as soon as you swing, you're going to...
Well, the problem is that you've got the initiative here.
That's true.
Yeah. There's that phylactery kicking in, which I love it.
Love it. After a phase begins or a combat round at the planet begins, remove a damage from the attached unit. But as my option to retreat, he really should retreat. So if we're being a stickler here, actually the Royal Phylactery... Oh no, I suppose the combat round will begin.
And then you get the chance to retreat.
Do you think he gets to do it when he's in HQ?
I don't think so.
So then actually I don't think you should have lost that damage, because surely the round hasn't begun yet, or does retreating happen at the start of the round?
You have to like check that.
We'll have to read that up.
Yeah,
Most importantly, you just say no to damage again.
Nope. Yeah. Just go away.
Look at those sneaky hands. You're enjoying this thoroughly. So very quickly,
just blast away that Necron.
Yeah.
Once it's purge the Xenos.
And there's a lot of gesticulating going on. We're not entirely sure what is being discussed.
Yeah, well, this is the one where it's like, well, I'm going to have to shield this.
Yeah. So Pattern Bolter goes away just to take the 1 damage, because I think the Standard Bearer is hit for 2, or swing for 2.
Yes, yeah.
We reset.
And then I was just like, no, he's going to die now, because you've got the thing. I think I had no shields in hand at this point, so it's one of those, no.
Although you have 8 health.
I have got 6.
Oh, yes, because of the Warlord. Correct. I see. That's the thing. You always got to watch every little bit of detail. All right, so then the Necrons win the second planet. Very abnormal for the player. Taurus, if you control fewer units than your opponent, gain 3 resources or draw 3 cards.
Which I think you just had... No, you had just picked it out because I killed the thing before, so you did actually get that.
Yes. I can't remember what I chose. No, I couldn't see it in the edit, whether it was 3 cards or 3 resources.
But then you go 3 cards. Yeah.
Okay, because then you just stole a resource.
Yeah. Get more. Vehicles are expensive, damn it.
So this was the plan, right? Was to get more money to play your vehicles.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think like the cheapest one I had was 6. So...
The next planet that is revealed is Barless, a lovely one that lets you discard a card from your opponent. I do enjoy that one. Especially coupled with the Dark Eldar. And you're like a sneaky mofo.
Definitely.
All right, so at the start of a new phase, I get to remove 1 damage. In this case, in retrospect, that probably should have been his first damage being removed. I don't think it makes a huge difference in the game.
I don't think it did, like, sort of thing, because, I mean... he didn't really commit to the same planets going forward from here with the warlords and stuff. I think you managed to avoid it pretty well from getting bloodied.
It's always such a hard thing in this game. But cool. Initiative is with the Space Marines, and you put down... What is that?
The Injusir.
Again, narratively sound.
Yeah. You had to bring him in. He's joining the Iron Hands as well, so... It was a good little setup there.
I don't know anything about the lore around Atrox Prime, but the image on this card is like a lot of gun batteries and a very mechanical planet. So I feel like it's also very cool that both those cards are at that planet.
Yeah, I was hoping to set up like, okay, I'm going to prevent damage here and whatever, and then you just come down with the 8.
My second favorite Necron card: destroy a target army unit with a faction symbol that matches your enslaved faction. X is that unit's printed cost. So I had to pay the 6. Is it 6 the Dreadnought? Or is it 8?
I think he's 6. He's 6, yeah.
To send him to the grave, as it were.
I can just imagine it was the whole thing is like he's back at base. He's like, oh no, it's fine. It's scarabs bursting out of whatever crevice and just enveloping him and pulling him down.
That is so nice. Yeah. That's exactly how it went down. All right, Sicarius is chosen, now used effectively.
Yeah, finally.
They are actually very cool.
It's nice just to be able to like reposition and pull people out. Generally, I enjoy playing the tower and like those sort of things, just for that quick mobile.
Yeah,
it's going to move over here and those sort of things.
That is actually the only faction I have never played Chaos or Tau.
Oh, really?
In Warhammer 40k Conquest. So look forward to that in future,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen. All right, so first planet, very clearly going to be a win here for the Space Marines because the Necrons have no money to send anything else down.
think I'm very low money as well at this point, though. So just one of those. Where do we go to maximize getting that resource back? Because I've got the tech priests, but no vehicles for them to even remotely tend to.
They're just sending out long range prayers. All right. We are. Oh, interesting. I always love commentating on these games afterwards and going, would I have done that if I was looking at this angle? I wonder if I would have sent him to 1. No, it would have been stupid because probably would have died much faster. All right, so the Necrons go to planet 3, and once again, the Space Marines go to a late planet.
I think that's again to try and use the one on another one.
Correct, yeah. I see, now that you said that right in the beginning, all I'm seeing is you and Karnath.
Yes.
Having a go.
Yeah.
All right, so we do command. It looks like you get the first 2 planets, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe just the first one.
I think.
The Talon Raiders don't have a command icon. Or do they? I can't see from this angle.
I think they might. I think we drew on that one.
Oh yeah, and then I got planet 3, and you got the 2 last
two.
ones.
So
it's very much pulling in the resources.
Yeah, I think my hand just went up to a crazy amount of cards at this point.
In winning Aatrox Prime, you trigger the battle ability, and you get rid of that raider anyway. So it never actually did anything.
Yeah,
just provided a target.
It's like, hey, it's me.
All right, so no battle at planet 2. At planet 3, we have one because there's a warlord, but nothing really happens, so we get a resource.
For now.
And I'm hoping to leave the standard bearers there as something useful. Same thing, you have Karnath, and then you take it back.
Just take it back, yeah.
I think we thoroughly enjoyed that in this game, this back and forth of this one stolen resource.
There's like some sort of like tech on some planet where they're like, the Necrons are like, no, we need that for our collection. And the Space Marines are like, no, it's for the Empire room.
This is exactly it. All right, so that is the end of that turn, and we have no more new planets. At the start of the new phase, the Necrons heal, and we get to draw new cards and get new resources for the next turn.
Yeah, and that actually got you up so quickly, thinking you were like 7 down, you're back to 3 already.
I mean, it's really so good at the start of a combat and at the start of every phase. Flippin' cool, man. All right, so the Necrons have initiative. We send down a rattling Deadeye. All right. I can see.
Ranged.
Love me some ranged.
It's very strong. It's not very like kind of first strike, but not really.
Fortress Monastery is your response to my time stasis crypt.
Get some good like prayers, preparations, blessings for their armor.
Nice. All right.
I think this was my like. Let's set up a attempt at an economy this turn.
Okay.
A few turns too late, but...
a second ranged coming from the Necrons, the Mandragoran Immortals. I like them as the Necron ranged unit. I remember the first time I built a deck for this game, completely messed it up. Totally wrong. Mixed up signature cards. I didn't like the Immortals because I was like, ranged, what does that even mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
Now I use them all the time. Okay.
Hey... I think you should come here.
You should be there. That was the tone of that hand. Very nice.
Had to imagine it was just like a scorpion, you know. Get over here.
So now I was trying to set up Immortals and the Destroyer Cultists at Planet 1 to really get it.
Nailed down, yeah.
And that Sicarius' chosen was so well played to move any competition away from your planet.
Yeah. I think it's also because this is the point where I think it's here that I unleash our secret weapon of...
I unleash our secret weapon.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it.
Building up the hype.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just going like, oh, no, don't remember. I could have used this earlier.
Yeah. So now that you have the resource?
Great gracious opponent just allowing the take back seas.
That's how we roll here. Was that the secret you're talking about? The Promethean mine?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Definitely not. No.
That's just the economy play you've been talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have me all like tense, like waiting to see what's going to happen here.
I think every Space Marine or follower of the Space Marine lore knows exactly what's
I think I've just seen it.
It's so
You dirty rat.
No, I'm like realizing in like hindsight, I'm like both of us played our very big destruction things. We were just kind of like, we can kill things, and we just did it. Got like
so
that
cool.
bloodlust of like, okay, well, I mean, it's got lots of damage on it, but it needs to die. And like there's like, I mean, he costs a little bit, but he can be sacrificed for
Totally.
my Tau coming out there with the greater good, right?
We don't know who you are speaking of.
Yeah.
I think that was a good move. 1 card traded for 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Although effectively it's 2 cards because you're kind of discarding a card from hand.
Valid.
So like my like other card game thing is just coming in hindsight, going like,
Is it a trade?
Was that a good trade off or not? I don't know.
All right. So you go to Planet 1. You commit with your full entourage. Very easily going to be a win there.
Yeah, it's something I needed to start taking at this point because I think you're still 2 up to my like 1.
You had Aatrox Prime and I had Farron and Tyrus. So I missed getting the 3rd red planet, which is all I needed to win now. And you've already got a blue. This is your 2nd blue. So looking good. All right. So during action window, nothing happens.
You can see how like thick that hand is.
All right, so you swing with Sicarius is chosen. What do the Necrons choose to do? A little bit of a shield, keeps him alive for 1 swing. At least.
I think it was one of those things that I had to soften you up and be like, okay, well, when do I use the Armor Bane? Am I going to get a little fear? Let's see, who are you swinging at here?
See, this is why we should gesture correctly. We don't do it often enough. It looks like you were deciding here.
I think it was like, do I shield? Do I not?
Oh, there we go. Cato it is.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, really, what is Cato sitting on? 7 health?
6
6.
7 health? 6 health.
6 health.
Yeah.
All right, well, you shielded for 1, then you're fine. And it makes the most sense that Cato swings back.
No, let's just end this. I'll take some resources,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not a Blood Raven.
And then you have yourself Eloith, which gives you a chance to search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and add it to your hand, and then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck.
Yeah.
Very nice position to be in.
Trying to remember what I actually went to go search for there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a quick examination of, okay, what is in this massive library in front of me?
I suppose this is why it's so good that you know entirely what's in your deck. I think you surprised me in this last battle because I was pretty certain I would just get rid of the Sicarius is chosen and get to use the planet's ability. Ooh, now I'm second guessing my second guessing. Do you let it through?
I think I'd like I shielded it just so I could put a little bit of damage in you, and then I retreated, if I remember correctly here.
Huh. Looks like it,
Yeah.
all right. And that was Fury of Sicarius.
Yeah.
Which is a really interesting card.
It's one of the things like your board wasn't wide or enough sort of thing to really be like, I need to get rid of that big thing with Sicarius, like Fury of Sicarius, so it just came out as a shield. I think also the card that I actually searched for was a Fury. So I had the 2 in the hand, and I was like,
I see. You'll see me having removed a damage there that was at the start of the phase, which I forgot to do. And now at the start of new combat, I should do it again. But you're right, you did retreat.
Yeah. I pick one of the random things. And
Yes! I was so stoked. Man, I was stoked, because that Honored Librarian always gives me pain.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing, because it's a very... You must deal with this.
And this is the position of Space Marines that I always find very difficult to beat, is now look at your HQ. You've got solid units, and the Necrons have nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my own poor play, but we need to start building up an army there.
Yeah. You've got a bit of like 1 point of resource advantage at this point. But I think my mine... Have I already picked up for the mine yet? I think that like sort of sets it.
There you go.
There
you go. So that evens it out.
It's still the case. I think like my hand is at the moment, it's got like 2 Land Speeder Storms and like...
Well, it has 1 Dark Angel's Vindicator.
Dark Angel's Vindicator as well.
Very good card, that. Is that the one that stops you from getting command, or... No, it attacks.
Yeah, so it gets however much more command is on the opponent's side, it gets +2 attack.
And not even just +1, +2.
Yeah,
that's
so
deadly.
It gets very big very quickly. I think that was just the one of them where I was like, I was worried that you were going to spread out and start taking from other places and start eking back in the resource game there. So it was need to get something on this planet.
I'm pretty sure that the current planet too, that Karnath, is the winning planet. So I would have focused on it. However, I played this Obedience, which I've never played before, and I don't think I use in this game at all. It says, after a phase begins, exhaust the support to move a non-Necron unit you control to a target planet. So being a little bit mobile, in case I wanted to, just send someone to current 3 and then bring them quickly to 2. But there's no need for that, really. I don't know why I spent it. I don't think I had other options in my hand.
Yeah, they said darn Eldar.
Trying to get some cards and resources at this point.
Which I think you managed to pull off quite well, because I couldn't split myself here. I think I'm like saving up quite badly. I've got I think it's one of the drop ships in my hand now.
Oh, yeah.
It's the drop pod, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play this out. We're gonna get something decent, hopefully. Thinking about like how expensive the stuff in my deck is at the moment, going like, I'm actually gonna get anything off of this, I hope.
The Destroyer Cultist, I mean, that's 3 in one game, and there's only 4 in that signature squad, so...
Well, it's similar, like the Sicarius like guys as well. Like,
yeah, that's so true.
I got 3 of them as well.
So we were drawing really well, or we shuffled.
Really. I swear I power shuffled.
We did.
It was the only way I could. I apologize now to everyone who's just like, oh, wait, there's no sleeves on those cards.
Formal apology right now.
Yeah.
I think I was debating there whether to play the Warriors of Gidrim with that one last resource, and I do choose to do it. This unit gains 1 command icon while you have 2 or more non-Necron factions among units you control.
You did.
Which I quite like. I enjoy cheap cards that give me some command icons, so I like having some of them in the deck. Now we commit. You very quickly are like, clearly this is where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be done. I think because this is, if you take this planet, you win.
Is that true? No, that's not true. That's green.
There's something over there.
So I need the current planet too. And interestingly, I see what you do. You have initiative, but you go in for that planet as opposed to setting them up at the second planet. Curious. Very curious.
I think it was I just wanted resources off of you guys. It's like, those are yummy resources for next turn. Let's just go and let Carter react a few times and get me some more resources here.
It worked well.
Yeah.
Right, so
you can see there's a second exterminatus.
Oh my gosh!
It's like,
Oh yes, and then we remembered obviously.
They all come in.
Come exhausted.
Yeah.
And command struggle's done. We start the battle with your initiative action window. I don't know if any actions... We weren't very actiony.
No, we weren't at all. I think in the last battle, it's been very like, oh yeah, we actually have these things, right?
So Cato swings, the warriors are gone.
Yeah, that armor bane just coming in horrible effect there.
Totally. But interestingly, you didn't swing at the cultists because you also... Oh no, you couldn't have killed them. They're 4 health.
Yeah. So just one too much there. Fortunately, he swings back for a lot more.
I think he swings for 2. And I think I wanted to make certain that you'll have 1 less unit there.
Oh yeah. Needs to be whittled down at this point because, like as you say, the Space Marine side has so many more units at this point.
Vengeance!
Just like get him untapped.
Just so you can ready and swing
and
again.
Swing again before we get all out here and just get that damage out, which means
very clever.
I get the initiative on the next thing and we can swing, just get rid of it.
Totally. So will not have a chance to
put the damage on Cartoon or kill one of those chosen or
correct.
What else there?
Correct. So very nice play there. I never know how to use Vengeance in a Space Marines deck.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot of effects though, because I mean, like they've also got the other, which will be I think play next turn as another support as well, which allows you to the guy's gone, let's ready again.
So in response, I'm just like, nope, I understand what's going to happen, so we retreat to keep them alive, and you get to trigger Osis 4's ability again, don't you? Which is stealing a resource, if I'm not mistaken.
The last time.
Yes. All right, so Planet 2, this phase has begun, so we should clear a damage. And then there's the start of combat. We clear another damage. So Nahumek's back at full health.
Yeah.
Amazing.
After, like, he tanked a Dreadnought and then was like, no, it's okay. Got this phylactery. It'll keep me safe.
Love me some Necrons. So a little bit of ranged going first, even though you have the initiative, because I'm the only one with the Warlord.
Yeah.
The Necrons have initiative. So we get to swing, no shield. Start of combat now, in terms of proper battle. I don't know what that's called.
I can't remember either.
Fighting!
Yes, skirmishing, assault, charge.
And Nahumekh will swing to the Vindicator.
Yeah.
And only swinging for...
I think it was 3.
Is it 3?
I think it was 3 because the upgrade, wasn't it? Or was it 2? No, it was 2.
Oh, no, it would have been 2 because...
eventually upgraded to game 3. Yeah.
And you should have minus
health
2.
there, yeah.
Correct. Okay, maybe there was a decision there.
I think there was the debate of like, oh, it's only swinging for 2. And I was like, no, you've got command things there. And as soon as I got rid of that, because then that was your only command thing, that tank became very, very weak. And I was just like,
in terms of
there's
what a luck! What a luck! So that was trigger Incarnate's ability in order to trigger Barlas and take rid of that. Take rid of? Yeah, get rid of that card.
Absolutely.
We speak English. Alrighty. For all intents and purposes, well, to be expected, this is the last round. I think on a professional level of any sort, someone probably could have realized the game is over.
Yeah, but
at this point.
Let's rather play it out, man.
Yeah, and fun for the narrative of the Forgebane storyline.
Yeah.
Which, as an aside, you have this box set, yeah?
I don't actually.
No. Curious. But you're not a Necrons player on the tabletop.
No, but I do have some Admech.
Okay.
But I believe the Admech forces were already like similar ones that I already had. So I was like,
Gotcha.
I don't need more.
That is very well done of you. Some people fall into that temptation.
You do. I mean, that was Shadow Spear was just, I play both of these. I'll just, that's mine.
I do have the good fortune of having purchased the Forgebane. I split it with someone who plays Admech.
Oh, there we go. It's always the best when you can find that. And there's the starter set as well. I picked it up, so.
All right. In terms of play here, the Defense Battery is a wonderful neutral card that came in the Necron expansion, and you attach it to a planet. And when a card moves there, you can choose to trigger the reaction. When an enemy unit moves there, you can do 2 damage to them.
Yeah, which was annoying because that tank, he has 2 life left.
Indeed.
The idea of like, oh dear.
But hey,
Centurions. just saying.
Sure, they're staunch. Very strong.
Very
good unit there. They also do something funny with command, don't they?
I think they just got a lot of command. I think it was, and they're like a decent amount of health. I'm trying to remember the exact wording on them now.
Okay. We'll talk about the Centurion in a second. Drudgery is a lovely card for the Necrons. Put a target to non-Necron unit with a printed cost 3 or lower into play from your discard pile at a planet. Now, I misread that.
Oh, yeah?
Because I thought it included Necron units, and I wanted like a Destroyer Cultist or something back.
I remember now.
So that was a bit unfortunate, misreading.
It's a bit of a weird one there, because it's like kind of like, are they just zombifying someone and just bringing them in here? There's that standard bearer back again.
Yeah,
being like,
come to say how's it.
I got the flag, guys.
Just imagine him like coming up from a pile of bodies with a flag. Well, I still got it.
My planet.
The Iron Hand Centurion, I think, has something to do with you can't swing at him or you can't swing at someone else until.
No. That was like the Librarian. I think he has just. I think he's just a beefy boy.
All right, someone's going to have to put a comment down if that is incorrect. Ooh, Cato Stronghold.
So the one where instead of it dies, it goes back to your hand, which is very useful with that. A bit late for it, but
it kind of makes me think that Cato's a little bit of a jock from a fraternity, and he's like, "Oh, you just come back to the pad here because you're part of the team."
Yeah.
Destroy cultists. This can't be true. Is this the 4th one?
I think it is. Yeah.
We really did shuffle though. What are the odds of that? I mean, narratively, again, quite nice.
Definitely.
Although there aren't any destroyers in that Forgebane box set. But hey!
That doesn't mean they weren't on the other side of the planet or in the suggested increased thing. Who knows?
Taking liberties with our narrative. All right, so that is all that the Necrons will sort of commit to planets at this point. It's very clear we can only really go to this first planet.
Yeah, I think here I'm debating because I've got the drop pod in hand. And I'm trying to debate like, okay, well, do I need another this? Get the Vindicator out on the other planets just in case.
To stop me from getting 2 cards that could potentially be shields. 3 cards actually.
Damn that! That darn Eldar. Such a traitor. Such a traitor.
So obviously planet 1. Otherwise the game would be over anyway. And your retinue comes in exhausted, but your Iron Hand Centurion will be awake and ready. However, the Necrons have the initiative.
Yes. Made this an interesting one, actually.
This is how we like to play. How I personally like to play. I know I lose a lot of these games, but something cool must happen at least once.
No, absolutely.
Right, so the Defense Battery we choose to be triggered on the Vindicator, hoping to kill it.
This is like my guy's like he can't prevent the damage. He's exhausted at the moment. Can we bring it back with this?
I see you thinking there.
Yep, he dies, and because he dies, he straightens the Chosen.
I see, yes. He straightens the Chosen.
Yeah.
Straighten up there, lad.
suppose. What is the term?
Ready.
Ready. I'm too used to L5R, where it's like loud and straightened.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I need to get me into.
Absolutely.
Yes. Again, English. I think our quota's run out at this time of day. The data is gone. Airtime finished.
Yeah.
All right. So, battle commencing. We've had a chance to do actions, action windows, anything else.
Maybe it was nice that you're just like, that the chosen guy, just get rid of him. Let's get rid of him. It's fine.
Oh, yes, because of Nahumek's ability now.
Yeah.
It was an interesting thing when we played. We never used damage tokens to keep track of the minus. I think it was just you knowing that they were minus.
Yeah. Keeping track of the thing. It would have been nice to have some tokens there, but the problem is like you just have to remove it afterwards. It's like, okay, well then I have to remove it at the end, and the tracking of that is a bit of a pain.
Indeed.
Here we go. Finally in action.
Okay, drop pod assault.
Get that drop pod in. Here I'm like hoping, like, I've played a lot of my cheap cards now. Do I have another one? I think I played a little guy with ranged, if I remember correctly here. You just insta-gip. You're just like, nah, go away.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, the tactical squad.
The tactical squad. So just get the area actions, the area effect. And you're like, oh, that looks good.
We do not want that. No.
Yeah. And honestly, I think at this stage it was just one of those things of like, I need a distraction. Go, guys.
And it worked really well. Yeah. I mean, look, my friend Foxley, when we play normal Warhammer, always just says, give your opponent choices. And difficult choices.
Yes, exactly. Make him complain like, making it so hard for me. It's the best thing you can hear from an opponent.
Okay, noted. Okay, so getting ready to swing. The Destroyer Cultists lean in.
Just blow these guys away.
I can see you going through your hand there. It's just units and units and units.
This is one of the things I was like, okay, is it worthwhile keeping them alive, trying keeping them alive so they can do the one to everyone? Or is it just fine to just let them go and try something later? And I think I eventually decided on, they've done their job.
Oh, but you take your time. Okay. I think there's a Necron card that lets you do area effect 2. I'm trying to think what it is.
Okay. Which sounds like right. It must be like a monolith or something.
Yeah. Or is it a Doomsday Arc? No, I don't know. It's something.
Doomsday Arc would make sense.
Something deadly. Okay. So we were discussing the Destroyer Cultist in terms of the damage they'll do. But Cato's like, nope.
Get rid of that standard barrier.
It's the only one ready. Yeah. Because now you still have 2 readied units that will swing before this turn is up.
There's your Warlord just being like, no, get rid of him.
So he doesn't have to swing at least.
Yeah.
I wonder if this battle could have gone differently with more shields from either party.
I think so. I think like a couple more shields on your side, they would have kept at least someone alive there.
Very nicely played. Yep. Yeah. I think that kind of gives us a sense already that the Space Marines will get this one. What I loved about this planet battle is that you needed the blue. I needed the red. Yeah, and this just so happens to be the planet we need.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Right now we're like going through it.
Oh, right. Because you killed a unit.
Just get the resource. Not that I can use it for anything, but hey, Cato's got to collect.
Such a collector. There's one more Necron Warlord that is also a collector that I think I want to try.
Tarzan.
No, you're right. That is the collector. It's not him. It's the spider guy.
Oh, okay.
Forget his name.
Oh.
There's only 3 Necron Warlords in Conquest.
I think you put.
Yeah. I'm trying to get not the moral victory. What is it? The psychological victory.
Yeah, the Fyric. Yeah. make a Fyric victory for your opponent.
Get him bloodied. And then I swing just to do it. And I feel slightly better. Do I? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't bloody him yet.
Yeah.
You swing with everybody to nearly kill me. And then we start again.
You're like, just get the pity blow in.
And then we know, at least I'm satisfied that I tried. But clearly, it's a Space Marines win. So, Do, thank you so much for this game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Always good to get back into like card games and 40k as well in different ways.
I do still think this is such a good game.
Yeah. It's always a pain when like card games like just disappear or phase out. You just don't have that sport.
This is a good point. And I don't know why. We're still playing this. It's like 3-4 years over, but we enjoy it. We've been making these videos. We hope you liked it. Leave a comment below. Get a hold of Geek of All Trades if you like.
Definitely.
And hopefully we'll get them on again for some more Conquestadore.
Oh, certainly.
Well, cheerio.